Welcome back to the online class. First of all, everyone take the science book and let's go to page number 38. Okay, so in this video we shall begin with lesson 4, that is plants, our green friends. Okay, so this lesson is all about plants. We shall discuss about the importance and its necessity in our day-to-day life. Why do we need plant and why is it very much necessary to us? So we shall discuss about it in this lesson. Okay, so let's begin. If you look around, you will see many plants. Most plants are green in color, isn't it? If we look around here and there, even in our surrounding, we will see so many different varieties of plants. Yes, and those plants which we see, most of them are green in color, isn't it? See, this is a picture of a plant. The leaves of this plant is what? They are green. Even here, see, this is also a plant. It is also green. Even these are also a plant. They are also green. Even this is also a plant. Here it is also even green. So most of the plants are green in color, but some of them they may not be green, but most of them are green. So have you ever imagined like why the plants are green in color? Why? So the reason is plants are green in color because the leaves have a green substance called chlorophyll. Why? Because the plants have a green substance which is known as this one, okay, chlorophyll. So because of this chlorophyll, the plants are green in color. Okay, now let's see next paragraph, that is plants are called our green friends because they provide us with many useful things like wood, food, cotton, oil, medicines and perfume. So even these plants are called what? They are also called as green friends. Okay, what? Plants are our friends, and they are what type of friend? They are our green friend. Okay, why they are called green friend? Because they give us what? Wood for burning a fire, food for eating, cotton to make clothes, to make cushions. Yes, even oil, yes, for eating, for applying in our body, for applying in our hair. All this we are getting from where? Even from the plants. Okay, medicines, we get medicines from the plant, even perfumes. Okay, so that is why the plants are known as what? They are known as green friends. Indeed, it's not wrong to say that there would be no life on the earth without green plants. So we can also say that without green plants there would be no life, like there would be no other living beings like animals, human beings. There would be no any living things without the plants. Okay, so that is why we call the plants as green friends. Now let's see the topic photosynthesis. Okay, and so photosynthesis is what? The process of making food. Okay, the process of making food is what? Photosynthesis. Remember the word photosynthesis. So now let's see what is photosynthesis and what happens during photosynthesis. Okay, green plants prepare food in their green leaves by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, by the process of this photosynthesis, the green plants they can make their own food. Okay, have you ever seen plants eating food with their mouth? Have you seen mouth in the plants? No, they do not have mouth. They don't even cook food. Do they cook food? No, but they can prepare their own food by themselves. Okay, so that process is known as what? Photosynthesis. Okay, plants require carbon dioxide gas from air, water and minerals from soil and energy from the sun to prepare food. Okay, so for preparing the food, for this process, for the process of photosynthesis, they need what? They need carbon dioxide gas. Okay, this is the first thing, carbon dioxide gas. Then they need water, then they also need minerals, and also they need energy from the sun. Okay, what do they need? First is carbon dioxide, second is water, third is mineral, and the fourth one is energy, okay, from the sun. Okay, and carbon dioxide they are taking from where? From the air. Okay, and water and minerals they are taking from where? From the soil, and energy they take it from the sun. Okay, so these are the necessary things which they need for photosynthesis. Okay, the gas called oxygen and sugar is produced as an end product of photosynthesis. Now after the process of photosynthesis, the plants they will produce what? They will produce oxygen and sugar. Okay, so this oxygen and sugar are the end product of photosynthesis. Okay, remember it. Plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen through tiny pores present on the leaves, which are called stomata. Okay, so now these plants, how they will give the oxygen? They will release the oxygen through tiny pores. Tiny means small and pores means small openings, or we can say small holes. Okay, through those tiny pores the leaves of the plant they will release what? They will release the oxygen gas after the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and these tiny pores are known as what? They are known as stomata. Okay, stomata. So we can find the stomata on the leaves of the plant. Okay, so see here, this is the image showing the process of photosynthesis. Okay, first of all this is the sun and this is the plant. Yes, you can see roots are under the soil. Yes, so see here, the roots are taking what? Water and minerals from the soil. The roots will absorb it, and this sunlight, the sunlight is received by the leaves, by the green leaves of the plant. Okay, and these green leaves they can receive the energy from the sunlight because they have chlorophyll. Okay, so chlorophyll they will trap the energy from the sun. Okay, and this carbon dioxide also it is taken from the air. Okay, from the surrounding they will take the carbon dioxide. Okay, plants will take, and now as they have the energy from the sun, carbon dioxide gas and water and minerals from the soil, they already have whatever is required. So after this what they will undergo? They will undergo the process of photosynthesis, and at that time what they will do? They will release oxygen gas. Okay, and from where it is coming out? Through the leaves. Okay, so they will take in carbon dioxide and they will take out oxygen gas. Okay, so this is the diagram showing the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and this is one of the flow chart where again photosynthesis is described. So water and carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis, and after photosynthesis we will get what? Sugar and oxygen. Okay, sugar we can get it in the form of glucose. Okay, so the food prepared by the plant is used in the following ways. So now the plants they can prepare what? They can prepare food. Yes, they can prepare food because we are getting sugar from the photosynthesis. Yes, during the process of photosynthesis, so we can say the food is prepared by the plant. And how the foods are being used by the plant? Let's see. Some of the food is used for its growth and survival. Okay, some of the food which the plants prepare they will use it for their growth and survival, and some other extra food made by the plant is stored as starch in different parts of the plants. Animals and humans use this as food. Okay, some of the food they will use it for their energy and for the survival. Okay, for growth, and some of the extra food they are what? Stored in the form of starch. So remember this word starch, in different parts of the plants, and those stored food are used by whom? By the animals and the humans. So see here, this is the tuber of potato. Okay, this is not a root, it is actually a stem. Okay, this is the stem, potato stem. Okay, and this is what? It is swollen. Why? Because they have stored food in the potato tuber. Okay, again it is also known as tuber, and they have stored food, and that food is what? In the form of starch. Okay, and mango also they have stored food. That is why we eat the mango. Even potato we eat because they have stored food in them. Okay, so fruit are what? They are stored food. And even these are what? Wheat, spinach, carrot. So these are some of the vegetables where the food are stored by the plant, and these are what? These are used by the animals and human beings as a food. We eat or no all of this? Yes, we eat. So these are the some of the examples. Okay, so you should remember all these. Now let's see the topic parts of the leaf. So let's see the different parts of the leaf. First of all, let's see this diagram. Okay, from here let's study. So this diagram, it shows the parts of a leaf. So this part of a leaf is called what? It is known as stalk. Okay, STALK, stalk. And this part which is in middle, that is known as the main vein. Okay, this part is known as the main vein. And this one, these are what? These are the small veins. These are also small veins. These are also small veins. Even these are also veins. So they are known as what? Side veins, because they are on the side. Yes, this side and this side. So they are known as side veins. And as a whole, this leaf portion, this one, these green portions, this one, they are known as what? Leaf blade. Okay, leaf blade. So this is the diagram showing the different parts of the leaf. Okay, what are the different parts? They are leaf blade, side veins, main vein, and stalk. Okay, so now let's see it one by one here. Okay, leaves are important parts of plant as they prepare food for the plants. So why the leaves are important in a plant? Why? Because of the leaves, because of the green leaves, the plants, they can prepare food for themselves. Okay, and also for human beings and other animals. They are often called the food factory and kitchen of the plants. So it is very interesting that plants are also known as what? Food factory. Yes, we know that food factory means what? Some of the biscuit factories. Yes, we think like that. But even the plants, they are also known as what? Food factory. And also we can say the leaves of the plant as kitchen, because in the kitchen what do? We cook food. Yes, we make food for ourselves. But plants, in their leaves, they are preparing food for themselves. So they are known as, means the part of the leaf, means the leaves, they are known as kitchen and also food factory. Okay, remember these two words. Although leaves differ in shape and size, but they have the same parts. Okay, the size of the leaf may be different in different plants. Yes, but still they have the same parts of the leaf. Okay, let's see. First part is the leaf blade. It is the flat broad part of the leaf. This one, these portions one. Okay, they are flat and broad. Okay, main vein, it is present in the center of the leaf and is thick. See one, main vein. See this one, main vein. Where it is? It is in the center, in the middle. Okay, it is set center. So it is in the center and they are what? Thick. Yes, they are thick compared to these ones. Yes, they are very thin. See, and this is thick. Side veins. Many side veins arises from the main vein. They form a design on the leaf. Yes, these are the side veins, as I have already told you earlier. These are the side veins and they arise from where? From the main vein. From here it is coming now. Yes. So, and there are so many and they give a design to the leaf. Okay. Stalk. The leaf is attached to the stem with a stalk. stalk. So this stalk, here you may have a stem. Yes, so this stalk is for used for the attachment of leaf with the stem. Okay, and also we have a very interesting part, which is stomata, which I have already told you that stomata are what? Tiny openings present on the under surface of the most leaves. Okay, small openings. Okay, they help in the exchange of gases. Extra water in the plant is given out in the form of water vapor through the stomata. This process is called transpiration. And stomata, see one, this is the diagram of a leaf showing this one, small openings. These are the stomata. Okay, this one is stomata, this is another stomata. Okay, even this one is also another stomata. So in this diagram we can see three stomatas, 1, 2 and 3. It is a what? Small opening, or you can say small hole. Through this small hole or small opening, the gas will go inside the leaf and also it comes out of the leaf. So which gas will go inside? It is carbon dioxide gas. And which gas will come outside? That is oxygen gas. Okay, and also if there is lots and lots of water in the plant, then that water will also come out of the leaves of the plant. Okay, how it comes out? Through this small opening in the form of water vapor. Okay, and so that process of release of water in the form of vapor is known as transpiration. Okay, it is known as transpiration. Okay students, today in this video we have learned about photosynthesis and the parts of the plant. So the remaining part let's continue in the next video.